the 44th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Donovan Ezeiruaku, defensive end, Boston College. Now, what a final college season this pass rusher had. Led the nation 16 and a half sacks.
Bro.
Second best in the.
Y'all are probably wondering how he got here. Well, I can tell y'all, I wasn't laughing at the pick. I was laughing because I knew Dallas wasn't going to draft an offensive player until the 5th round pick. So I had to give that little bit of disclaimer before we continue. Now let's proceed.
All right. I mean, the one thing I'm not mad because I knew that this team needed edge. I knew that this team needed edge, so I'm not upset about it. But I told everybody Dallas was gonna pick somebody tonight that you was gonna have to Google, that you was not prepared for, that they can just say we're smarter than everybody in the room. You know I'm not upset. I'm not upset at what they did here, but I told you guys we were gonna get wiped out with running back. I told you there was gonna be a run on running back, and I knew that the receivers was gonna go. That's why it was imperative if Dallas was gonna get weapons to do it, and that's just not what they want to do. Now, again, with no free agency and in the draft, your top 2 picks are not guys that can put the ball in the end zone. I don't know what this team is going to do offensively. I'm just going to keep it a buck. I don't trust the running game. I don't trust the receivers. But we'll see how this draft plays out. But yeah, so far I can't be. I'm not as excited as I should be. But you guys know I'm going to do a video on it, and I'm going to look at the tape. Appreciate y'all. Peace.
Donovan Ezeiruaku out of Boston College, about 6'2.5", 248 pounds. So he's not going to be your heaviest edge. But what I will tell you is he has tools in the tool bag, and we're going to talk about some of his strengths and weaknesses. But this is a guy that led the nation in sacks with 16.5, 1.38 per game, was the defensive end of the year. You know what I'm saying? Strengths, I really like his long arms. These are the strengths that NFL.com has. And so what we're going to do is we're going to look at some of the strengths and weaknesses from NFL.com, and then we're going to actually watch the film and determine it for ourselves. So I really do like how he uses his long arms, and I think that he sets the edge pretty well. Weaknesses, they talk mostly about size and him, not having an educated pass rush and pretty much using the same moves as far as using his long arms and not really having the ability to bull rush. But to me, when I watched this tape and the things that I saw, I really saw somebody that could do the things that we need to do on the defensive end. So as you can see, he's going to engage right here, use them long arms and set that edge. Now, it's not his fault, the result of that play, but he did a fairly good job. I'm going to keep preaching. It's about the habits, not the result. So a lot of this film, you're going to see him standing up as a stand-up edge, and he has the ability to put his hand in the ground. But I want you guys to watch this. So he's going to have to deal with the double team here, and there's going to be a receiver. I don't know why they chipping with the receiver, but they're going to try and bring 52 to tackle. I actually understand it because 52 struggled all day, but he's going to do a good job of engaging with the receiver here. He's going to spin, and they talked about his pursuit, but you know what I'm saying? The pursuit and hustle was there. So they're going to try an outside zone on this play. I told y'all, he gave the tackles the blues this game. Man, they're going to try and overload it too. And he's going to do a good job of, if he gets that long arm inside your chest before you can get your arms to him, you are dead to rights. And you're going to see it on this play. He's going to get that left arm inside that chest plate, and then he's going to be able to rip through, set the edge, and he's going to make the play on the ball carrier. These are the type of elite traits that you're looking for when it comes to this. Now, Dallas has had trouble setting the edge with the defensive ends. So they wanted to make sure that they get another edge that can be able to do those things in helping stop the run. Now, me personally, I don't all agree with the strengths of and the weaknesses of what NFL.com says. They talk about his tool bag, but I think this play exemplifies what his tool bag is like. He's going to speed rush. You know what I'm saying? He's going to swipe down, rip up, and he's going to get to the quarterback. I think personally, this is an educated pass rush right here because not only did he have an initial plan, but he had a plan of attack should it have gone the other way. And I think that you saw a plan, and I saw him adjust and adapt 3 different ways on this particular rush right here. So we're going to watch it from the side, and then we're going to watch the end zone cam, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So we got it zoomed in here, speed rush. You know what I'm saying? He's going to swipe down and rip up, and he's going to get to the quarterback. You'll see it better from this angle right here. Now, he knows he has a speed advantage here, and he's just going to take advantage of it. Now, I would like to see a little bit more bend, but I thought it was a hell of a play. For us parents out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you're showing your kids what it is to be disciplined, you show them through chores. And when I watch him set the edge in the run game, it's like he does his chores and you don't have to tell him. From watching him on tape, he does it like it's drill work, and you can tell that he spends a lot of time in the film room knowing the nuances of the offense that he's facing. So I really like watching his tape. Another thing that I like about watching his tape is that he's not overpowering the scheme. The sacks that he's getting, they're just coming to him based on the scheme. So he knows what everybody's supposed to do. He's not playing hero ball. And that's what the Dallas Cowboys need. We don't need somebody else to come in here and just be a guy to come get sacks. We need somebody that's going to play their role, and they're going to be really good at it. And see right here, it just kind of finds them. And I get it though. Yeah. This teamwork, rah stuff sounds cool and it sounds great. It sounds like you're trying to sell me DMV on a player that's just gonna go out there and not help Micah. It's not what I'm saying at all, y'all. Nah, boy, old boy got some tools in the tool bag, and he's gonna be more than enough to help there. This is our D-Law replacement here. This right here is exactly what it was when D-Law was coming out. And if you think about it, we took a shot on him in the second round. We did not bring in Donovan Ezeiruaku to not get to the quarterback. And he has the ability to do so. He has more than enough capability to do so. Now, I might not be the first person to tell y'all this, but you're going to remember that DMV said it. This guy right here was brought in here to be our D-Law replacement. D-Law was known for being really good against the run. You watch his tape, you see that he's really good against the run, even with the wiry frame. You see that he has traits to be an elite pass rusher. At one point, D-Law had 14 sacks in the season. I'm not saying that Donovan Ezeiruaku is going to come out and have 14 sacks right out the gate. You know what I'm saying? Micah had 13, I think, or something like that. But what we needed, and Mike has been asking for, he's been asking for help for quite some time. He's been asking for us to, be able to invest in the defense. With our second and third round picks, we not only invested in the defense, but we helped create an identity for Matt Eberflus over there. We're going to be a physical, fast defensive team. We're going to create some chaos. And what I really like about this pick is that it was the best player that we could get at that time. So you guys know I'm running back guy. I wanted weapon. That's why I understood with the first pick that if we didn't go weapon there was the possibility defense was going to be the best player on the board there, and that's what we got in Donovan Ezeiruaku. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. How did y'all like the film session? How do y'all like the player? I know that there's been multiple content creators that have done breakdowns. I haven't watched any of them, but this is my version of it. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. We out. Peace.